here as it continues again until I think 4:45, and hopefully it will not be reissued. But and let's go back. I just want to go back one more time while Ari's taking a look at some of the dual pole data right now. No, you're fine. Let's go back to the tower cam. You continue to look at that, because I feel like as this comes in right on us, we're going to see a lot of lightning strikes on this. But again, I wanted to show you. Look how high this is. This is downtown Huntsville. These the tops of these buildings right here, downtown Huntsville. This is actually the shelf cloud that's coming in ahead of this thunderstorm, and this gray area here. This is just a big long rain shaft along that thunderstorm. So we'll probably see or hear some very strong wind and some hail come out of this storm as it pushes in on WAAY-31. We've got a great view of this storm as it's coming into the city, so we'll keep an eye on that. But again, a lot of lightning showing up. We're probably going to take some hits on our tower cam or on our tower here, which means that could pose some problems as well. What do you guys got now?
Yeah, all that lightning out there, getting reports of light out at, I believe this says Martin Road and Whitesburg Drive. This just into our newsroom. Also reports of several lightning strikes in the area. Again, that's at Martin Road and Whitesburg Drive. Possible power outage in the area.
Okay, one thing I wanted to do very quickly. Can we go back to that tower cam shot? I know we're kind of going back and forth between things very quickly. Really appreciate your work back in the production room. Let's just scan it a little bit left and right, and we're going to lose the shot here pretty soon with the rain. But I wanted to scan it around just a little bit because I noticed it's kind of zoomed in. I just want to make sure there are no lowerings, no wall clouds or anything like that. Don't see anything as we scan to the right, and probably a better chance that it would be farther off toward the left. When you see the city of Huntsville, that's directly toward the west. As we pan the camera a little bit farther toward the left here, that's a little bit more toward the southwest where the worst of the storm is coming from. And as of right now, it's a little tough to see, but we don't see any wall clouds, any lowerings that are of immediate concern. So that's certainly some good news there. Let's head back to the radar. Here is the storm that we're talking about. Again, the heaviest of the rain right now, it's between Huntsville and Madison. We still have a tornado warning that's in effect for northwestern Madison County, and if I'm not mistaken, that goes until what, 4:45, I think? Yeah, 4:45. Let's take a peek at the velocities on here just to see if they've intensified at all. And no, it doesn't look like they really have. So we'll see if they end up canceling this tornado warning pretty soon. There's a very interesting area of rotation here south of Huntsville, about to cross the Parkway between Whitesburg and Huntsville, and they do not have a tornado warning on that right now, but it's one we're going to watch really closely, and I wouldn't be surprised if that one ends up getting a tornado warning at some point. So just be on high alert with this little cell down here that I was talking about. This is it right here. See how the reds and greens are very close together, almost on top of each other there? It's indicating what we call a mesocyclone, where you have spinning, basically, in the storm. And as of right now, it's just a little bit higher up in the storm, but at some point it's possible that it could end up lower in the storm. So we're going to watch that one closely. In fact, Spencer, I would almost say at this point that may be kind of our #1 area of concern right now, because the rest of the velocities don't look too bad right now.
Okay, we've got Holly Thrasher on the phone right now in Newmarket, and again, we're continuing to monitor a lot of different stuff. In fact, before we go to Holly, I want to mention real quick, I just saw that there is a large power outage in the south side of town, where Ari was talking about, on the south side of town along the Parkway. And let me see if I can grab this real quick. It's south of Airport Road. So we're talking south of Airport Road. This is actually tweeted out by Huntsville Utilities. So power poles also being reported down in the Lily Flag and Whitesburg areas. So that means we either had damaging wind or a possible tornado there. So that's something we'll continue to watch. Of course, we do have Holly Thrasher on the phone right now up in Newmarket. And Holly, what's going on up there?
Actually, Spencer, we're in Huntsville. We are at the corner of Oakwood and Meridian. We were just in downtown Huntsville, where before this torrential rain began, we could see very ominous clouds moving off to the west of downtown, headed what appeared to us to be north-northwest. Very, very dark clouds over downtown Huntsville. We got out of that area. Again, we're now at the corner of Oakwood and Meridian, and the rain is really picking up out here, as is the wind. Oh, I can even see where the streets are water is beginning to pile up on the streets. Some minor flooding already beginning.
Okay, so far you haven't seen any what looks like any tornado damage or major wind damage out there right now.
No, we have not seen any major damage right now, but again, what we did see was some clouds that looked like they were getting low, in our opinion, me and my cameraman Joey, very low to the ground. So that's kind of why we kind of got out of that general area and came over here to Oakwood and Meridian. But so far we haven't seen any damage in this part of town, just some very, very heavy rain.
All right, thanks a lot, Holly, reporting in Huntsville right now. And again, we're watching this area, and I just noticed this right now. I don't know if you noticed this as well, Ari, but this is bowing out now, heading over U.S. Highway 431. This is actually a bow echo, and this is more indicating a straight line wind event here moving. This would be, and this lines up perfect with the power outages we've been reporting on the south side of town. So if you're listening to us on 97.7 or Light 96.9, and you're on the south side of town, especially, it's already gone over the Parkway. But again, we've got probably 60, 70 mile per hour winds that are pushing east and about to push right over Green Mountain and over U.S. Highway 431, and that's as you head down toward the New Hope community. So that's what we're looking at right now. And so we've got Weatherly Road here. Here's Memorial Parkway. We've got Whitesburg. Of course, we've got Whitesburg Baptist, Willowbrook, a lot of different businesses in these areas, a lot of different churches and communities. And you certainly want to go ahead and stay indoors until this storm passes, because damaging winds sometimes can be as threatening as a small tornado, especially when they get in the order of 70 or 80 mile per hour winds. So we're continuing to watch this area of southern Madison County, Big Cove, of course, Hampton Cove, down there at the golf course. A lot of folks in these areas need to stay inside until the storm passes, because even though there's not a tornado warning, that doesn't mean that you can't see some gusty, damaging straight line winds. And we're still watching for that tornado warning to expire here in about 5 minutes up in Madison County. Now, I think we have somebody else. Okay, we've got Brian Barnett, one of our photogs on 565 in Madison right now. Brian, what have you seen out there?
Spencer, it's been some pretty intense rain and also some incredible lightning. It's been quite a light show out here. Right now at exit 9 in Madison on 565. Drove all the way down to the Greenbrier exit. Drove really into the teeth of a lot of this rain. A lot of people pulling over, trying to wait till it passed a little bit, kind of, traffic slowed to a crawl. Off at Greenbrier, it looked like the storm may have went behind me, so I just kind of turned around a little bit. But serious wind. Wind was really strong. It was making it pretty difficult to drive the live unit that I'm in right now. Of course, with it, with a higher center of gravity, the wind was making it pretty tough to stay in a lane. But a lot of rain coming down in sheets, just in waves constantly. Like I said, a lot of intense lightning as well. And got it turned around, and I was trying to check out, see if I could see maybe the backside of that storm that contained the tornado, but I've yet to see anything, and it's moved well on past here by now.
Okay, so far no damage reports in your location there along 565?
Not that I've seen. I believe you've talked about some flooding on County Line Road. I'm about to probably go check that out.
Okay, good deal. Well, thanks a lot for your help, Brian. Be careful out there this afternoon as you're heading out and about. And we're continuing to watch that area for the potential for heavy rain that's now pushing into the Harvest community. Here's the tornado warning, and this is why we're on with you right now live here on WAAY-31 and on the radio. We still have a tornado warning, and I want to reiterate kind of where we're at here. Tornado warning continues just for Madison County. It's expired for Limestone. So if you're in Limestone, Decatur, all clear for you folks. But if you're in northern Madison County, now really right around Hazel Green, Meridianville, here's where we've got an area of damaging wind possible on the south side of town moving over Highway 431, and an area of really gusty winds between Meridianville and Huntsville. There's the latest image pushing it off to the east. But again, this is the area of possible. There might be some weak rotation, lots of lightning showing up on the radar screen. Samantha's got more information coming in right now.
Okay, so the National Weather Service letting us know that they're actually canceling that tornado warning for northwestern Madison County. However, the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southeastern Madison County is still going to remain in effect until 5:15. So I think our polygon's still showing up, and certainly still some strong thunderstorms out there, but they've canceled the tornado warning for northwestern Madison County.
All right, thanks a lot, Samantha. And Samantha and Ari still back there in the WAAY-31 Storm Center tracking these storms. So now what that means is this red polygon will go away, and that means for the first time here in the last hour and a half or so, we have no tornado warnings in effect. And go ahead, Samantha.
An alert from Huntsville PD, Whitesburg Drive north of Lily Flag Road, completely shut down due to a traffic incident until further notice.
Okay, so traffic issues probably will become a big problem with all this heavy rain. Again, we're approaching the drive time hour. A lot of folks heading out of Huntsville, heading out of Redstone Arsenal, heading out of Research Park, and that means that traffic jams are going to happen. We want you to be careful, slow down out there. If you're listening to us on the radio, slow down, take it easy. There's going to be very wet streets, and it will be easy to slide into somebody or have an accident. We just want folks to be careful. But the good news right now is that everyone is all clear to come out of their safe place. Tornado warnings have expired. So what we're looking at, and let's zoom out a little bit and kind of take the whole cluster of storms. I want to show like the whole area, and here's the line of storms right now, stretching from Fayetteville, and we're not forgetting about you folks there in southern Tennessee, but we've had no warnings at this point up in Lincoln County, just a lot of heavy rain and intense lightning, but the storms are now stretching from Lincoln County all the way down into Madison County, down toward eastern Coleman County. So here are the areas that I can give you the all clear. The severe threat probably over for places like Decatur, Hartselle, Coleman, Florence, Russellville, all of northwest Alabama, Lawrenceburg. You're in the all clear. And so basically we will continue to monitor these areas of from Winchester, Scottsboro, Huntsville and Madison County, Guntersville, Arab, Albertville, all those areas down toward Fort Payne, and we're watching this cluster of storms. The good news is even these storms out ahead of this line they don't seem to have any kind of characteristics of supercell type thunderstorms. So certainly good news there, kind of more linear in nature, so more elongated, and we'll continue to monitor these and kind of dissect these storms and see if we see any rotation in them. But right now we're left with one severe thunderstorm warning. Includes the city of Madison, or city of Huntsville, the eastern side of Madison County, as you head out Highway 72 toward Madison County High School, into the Gurley community. Those are areas that are being impacted or will be impacted. Woodville, New Hope, all these areas could have straight line wind damage, so be prepared for that as it comes through your area. Thunderstorm warning continues, again, heading into Jackson County, Scottsboro, you're just on the edge of it. But right now, what's happening is basically these storms, and as we go into the evening hours, they will push into Georgia and push on out of here. So I think these storms will probably be over by 6, 7 o'clock at the latest in eastern Alabama, and then pretty much we're done for the night. So right now, let's zoom out, take a whole view of the entire DMA, and kind of show you what's happening here. If you're listening to us on Light 96.9 or 97.7 still, tornado threat right now is over. No tornado warnings. You can continue on. If you're driving out, just be careful. We'll continue to track this line of storms from Fayetteville down to Huntsville, Guntersville, and Coleman, and then also from Fort Payne all the way down into southern DeKalb County. Currently, there are no tornado warnings. If any more are issued, we'll come back on. We're about to start the news here in 15 minutes. WAAY-31, first news at 5 starts in about 15 minutes. We'll continue to monitor. Ari, Samantha, myself here in the WAAY-31 Storm Center. We'll be online on Facebook, Twitter. You can find us on the Tennessee Valley Weather blog as well. And so we'll continue to monitor all these storms as they push off to the east. Again, here's the social media. You can follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Here's all the Twitter handles. Also on Facebook, you can search us. Mine's Spencer.Denton31. We've got Ari Sarsolari and Samantha Smith Weather as well. And there's our Twitter handles that you can follow. So be sure and join us on social media. We'll also be live streaming online. If we do have it, we'll keep the radar up if we have any more storms. So in the meantime, tornado warnings have expired. Here's the line of storms. We'll continue to watch it. We're watching the weather. We'll keep you advised.